Now old and bone weary, and it is time for me to join my ancestors and to be united with my God, the God of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob. O my Lord, you have been my strength and my shield. You have sent forth your Spirit and anointed me. You have brought low the terrible might of the Assyrians, and you brought to dust all the pride of Holofernes. You struck him down not by the sons of the Titans, but you used your instrument, your daughter, Judith, the daughter of Merari, to be your instrument of destruction. You have anointed me and given me beauty and honor and dignity and wealth and fame and my family and my faithful maid, but most of all you gave me my beloved husband Manasseh. And though you took him from me all early in life, you have always been my bulwark and shield. When the Assyrian army besieged our town, our elders wanted to surrender the town in 5 days. But I called Uzziah and I told him not to do so. And I told him that I had a plan that would go down in the annals of history. They believed me and they sent me forth with prayers, hoping that the Lord could go with me and before me to guide and guard me. I prayed and I fasted and I begged the Lord to hear the prayer of a widow. And I asked the God of the heritage of Israel to be with me. I was captured when I went down the mountain and taken by the Assyrian soldiers to Holofernes, and there he was seated on his bejeweled bed under a canopy encrusted with diamonds and precious stones. I prostrated before him, but he raised me up and told me that he never harmed anybody who was faithful to Nebuchadnezzar. I told him that I would stay with him for 3 days and that I would see him seated on the throne of Israel and that I would tell him how to take the citadel. He welcomed me as his special guest and he served me with all the most sumptuous food and drink, but I never partook of it. And every night I went into the valley to bathe in the pool and to pray to my Lord. On the 4th night, he had a special banquet in my honor, and his faithful eunuch said that I was his royal guest, but I knew that he had every intention of seducing me that night. He drank a lot of wine, and being besotted by me, he told his servants to withdraw. When we were alone, he went onto his bed, but he fell asleep dead drunk. I prayed to the Lord, and I took his sword and struck him twice and cut off his head. Then I called my maid, and we rolled up his body in the canopy and put his head in the bag. We went back into the valley apparently to pray, but I went back to my people. I gave his head to Uzziah, and I told him to hang it on the parapet of the citadel. When morning came, there was chaos in the camp, and there was wailing and shouting, for the house of Nebuchadnezzar had been destroyed by a Hebrew woman. I told my people to take up their arms and to pursue the Assyrians and slaughter them. And they plundered the Assyrian camp and came back with wealth. O my Lord God, once again I sing a song to you, a song with tamarines and with cymbals, because you have been a faithful God and you have blessed the name of your people forever. I, Judith, am the handmaid of the Lord forever.